Sir, what's your name? What's your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN.
Wait a minute. Why did he call her, sir? I wasn't expecting that. Why did he call her, sir? Oh, it's too late to be dealing with this foolishness right now. Oh, man.
No.
I got you. Yep. Debbie Browning?
Brockman.
Brockman, WGN. Do you guys want to share your names too, or
Bill
are you
crazy.
going to cover your face?
Could cover your face a couple years. The real thing.
Okay, Mr. Condemnation.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This is ridiculous. Honestly.
Stop. Good job. I hope you learn
Seriously,
yourself.
get the out.
Fuck you.
Get out of
Nazi
our...
fuck.
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
What is this vehicle?
Hold on, wait a minute. You cannot threaten an ICE officer or a police officer. You can't say that to an ICE officer or a police officer. And see, this is why, you know what I'm saying, people keep getting arrested. Let me hear them play that one more time.
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that to why would you say that to a human being, let alone a federal officer? Hopefully, whoever it is that is behind the camera also gets arrested, because that is some diabolical stuff to say. You shouldn't even say that to a regular human being and pedestrian that's walking down the street. If this guy wasn't preoccupied with making sure that they arrest this person that tried to block off and throw something at federal officers and ICE agents, if they didn't arrest them, they would definitely probably be arresting the person that's behind the camera. Let me just say this. They keep saying that it's peaceful protests over in Chicago, and I know that this person worked for the news agency and they mistakenly thought that it was a man, but it is anything but peaceful. When I get back from Croatia, I plan on being on the ground of almost every single event that I can find, and that's one of the things that I'm transitioning into and why I hired more people, because I need to show you guys what's really going on out here in these streets, because I have people that are sending me footage and people that are on the inside that's letting me know what's really going on, and it's absolutely diabolical. And the fact that you have these mayors and these governors that are validating and saying that this is okay for them to do is even worse.
Fuck you.
Get out of our...
Nazi fuck.
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
What is this vehicle? Honestly. Yeah.
Get
Get out of our neighborhood. Get out of our
Get
city.
out of here. Let's go. No, this is some bullshit.
Oh! Yep.
Their license plate is you're about to get paid.
Yeah. What's your...
About to get paid. You're gonna get paid.
Y'all better learn how to stay out of these federal officers' ways, because, you know, I know that y'all think that y'all cool. I know that y'all giving advice. I know that everybody feel like they're a part of the legal system and that you can sue because you're a part of ChatGPT. When you are impeding, when you continue to block these people off, when you continue to be a part of and put yourself in the middle of something, don't be surprised when you mess around and find out. The reporter messed around and found out. Whoever it was that was parked over here, when they seen that it's police officers that are doing whatever it is that they need to do. I know that the mayor keep putting a battery in y'all back and y'all think that y'all cool. You're not. And it's never going to work out in your favor. It's never going to work out in your benefit. And now this young man over here that got arrested, that was sitting on the ground, this young man, you know what I'm saying? They over there doing what they supposed to do. This young man. Now you messed around and found out. But let's learn more about this whole situation from news agencies and see what's going on.
What is your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN.
A dramatic takedown of a journalist on the streets of Chicago. This scene unfolding as a judge moves to temporarily block federal agents from using forceful tactics to suppress protests or impede the work of journalists. The woman you just saw being placed under arrest is a producer for our sister station WGN.
A witness said it was, quote, absolutely horrifying to see how agents treated the producer. Let's get right out to Lindsay Pena live from the KTLA News Center with the controversy. Lindsay.
Sharon, Micah, several people spoke about what they saw. One actually getting video of that journalist screaming her name as she lay on the ground. You just saw that. All this as the Trump administration vows to appeal the decision to block the deployment of federal troops to the streets of Chicago.
You're at Lincoln and Foster, and they just took this woman.
I heard yelling and screaming and honking. I ran downstairs to see what was going on. It looked like Border Patrol agents in a minivan had slammed some lady to the...
The people keep stopping and pulling out their camera phones to record, and that's one of the reasons why y'all getting arrested, why your car is tow up. Y'all need to get out of the way. And it's so funny because I know what this looks like because we've seen this with the raid vans and stuff like that growing up in the hood. These people are putting themselves in harm's way, and they think that they justified to do so.
The ground.
The woman being detained is an employee of WGN's Creative Services Department, identifying herself as Debbie Brockman. The station says they're choosing not to name the employee, as station policy requires blurring faces and not identifying those who haven't been charged with a crime. Josh Thomas lives in the condos above the scene near Lincoln and Foster. When he made his way down around 8:30 Friday morning, he realized there was another person already in the minivan being used by ICE agents.
I didn't get his name, although I asked for his name. He didn't speak very good English. They claimed that the WGN employee was obstructing justice, even though she was like all of us, just standing here taking video.
The scene was also captured by a woman in a cab on her way to the airport.
She was walking east, we were driving west, and that's when I took out my phone, and they had just tackled her and brought her into the street, and that's when I asked her, what's your name?
What is your name?
According to the Department of Homeland Security, the WGN employee, a U.S. citizen, threw objects at Border Patrol's car, and she was placed under arrest for assault on a federal law enforcement officer.
Yep, that's what I heard too. I'm reviewing this in real time as I record this video. But yep, I heard that she threw something and blocked off law enforcement officers. And so that's one of the reasons why she got arrested. They didn't just single her out and pick her in front of everybody. And then you see everybody else in the streets. Instead of being on the sidewalk, instead of letting them do their job and arresting an illegal migrant, they decided to put themselves in harm's way. And so now you got to go ahead and suffer the consequences.
The incident happening during another day of protest near the ICE detention facility in Broadview. On Thursday, a federal judge granted a temporary restraining order, barring National Guard troops from taking part in immigration operations.
So it is up to the defendants to make certain that they abide by the judge's order.
The White House responded to the judge's move to grant the TRO, writing in part, President Trump will not turn a blind eye to the lawlessness plaguing American cities, and we expect to be vindicated by a higher court. A different federal judge also ruled the fence erected around the Broadview facility must come down after a suit was filed arguing it was built without permits and could impact first responder times.
There's no other reason that this could be possible, that they don't want to have a safe Chicago. And we can solve the problem very quickly. And we're doing that anyway, regardless of if he doesn't want it or if he does want it, we're doing it anyway.
President Trump says he may invoke the Insurrection Act to get around the courts, something the Illinois Attorney General is bracing for.
They're ready for what may come next.
WGN TV is reporting that the Border Patrol released the employee from federal custody without charges as of 3 p.m. today. A spokesman for the U.S. Attorney in Chicago confirmed no charges have been filed in the employee's case as of earlier this evening.
So anyways, that handsome young man was arrested and detained. And so, like I said, all of these different protests, they're anything but peaceful, and they're continuing to put themselves, inserting themselves in the middle of these confrontations. And so I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.